Hi, everyone. I'm Donna Norris, Soul Level Intuitive,
Hi, and I'm Bree Swanson from Small Medium at Large.
and we're back with the latest. I think this is video 5 in what has turned out to be 8 series video on spiritual and emotionally healing crystals. And this is just scratching the surface. There are lots and lots of others, but these are some of the ones we're trying to focus on, ones that are fairly easy for you to find for the most part,
Mhm.
and that have what we feel is like really usable potential. And some of them are for more than one type of healing. So that's always good too. You can get multi-purpose stones. But because there are so many, we're going in alphabetical order. And today we're starting with O, O through R, partly
Yeah.
through R today. So we'll start there. But I wanted to let you know that, we're not doctors. While we talk about healing, they are healing. They do have this wonderful frequency and bring about healing, but they also enhance the efforts that you're taking with whatever homeopathic treatment that you may be using, or Western medicine or Eastern medicine. So just please don't use this instead of those things, but in addition to those things. I think it'll be really helpful.
Yeah. Yeah. And then really quickly, I wanted to go ahead and talk about some don'ts as far as, crystals and handling. Um, don't put your crystals in water, especially if you don't know what they do in water. Some of them dissolve, some of them leave what is it? Just toxic.
Residue.
Some of them dissolve, yeah, dissolve toxic residue. It's just not a good situation. So always make sure that you always do your research in regards to the crystals that you do purchase or give to other people. And then make sure that you never ingest your crystals. I don't know why you would eat your crystals, but don't do it.
And if you do, and you're nervous or you start to feel bad, you can always call poison control and they can tell you if what you've ingested has a harmful effect on your system, or if you can just let it pass,
Yeah.
literally.
Yeah.
So Google how to clean your crystals and how to clean the specific one, and there's a lot of information out there that's right at your fingertips.
Yeah.
So
But
just,
But
pardon?
always make sure that you're using the appropriate cleansing methods. Just because we say the word cleansing doesn't necessarily mean water. So you
Oh,
could use
true.
sound,
Yeah.
you could use selenite bowls, you could use the moonlight, depending on the crystal, you could use sunlight.
Yeah.
There's a lot of options out there. So there's always a way or a method of cleansing that doesn't have to be water.
One of the ladies that I got my crystal certification through talked about, she doesn't even use the word cleansing very much anymore, just to kind of get away from that. She uses charging. So you can charge your crystals, recharge your crystals, reset your crystals. In this case, those words are somewhat interchangeable.
Yeah.
Yeah, with that, we're going to get started with our first one, which is called Black Obsidian. And it's really good. That's a nice, it's actually volcanic glass, but obsidian is volcanic glass, and it comes in solid black and different shades. Some have a silver shimmer. I have one here that has a golden shimmer, but it's really good for encouraging and enabling us to look at things with a sense of detachment, compassionate detachment, but objectivity, right? It helps you kind of balance your emotions and just look at things from a more grounded standpoint.
Mhm. Absolutely. At least when in terms of black obsidian, I usually think of whatever whatever sticks onto me will always kind of like, or I guess the phrase I'm rubber, you're glue, what bounces off of me sticks onto you.
Yeah.
That's kind of how black obsidian works. Um, and it does a really good job at that. And it's highly protective. I feel like it's a staple for anyone with a beginner's crystal collection for you to have. Definitely try it out. It is very strong energetically. It's deeply grounding. So you might feel a sense of like, this is too much for me. So it's also good to just make sure that you're checking in with yourself and making sure that if for some reason this is not what you feel called to do, to practice with, or do your crystal work with, then you don't have to. This is just gentle suggestion, and
A lot of grounding crystals out there, but this one is pretty strong. So tell me about the bouncing and sticking to you and all of that. Is this a sticking crystal or a bouncing crystal?
So, I guess as far as like negative energies, so it kind of has that like evil eye effect. Some people, believe in the evil eye. Other people, don't necessarily, and that's okay. But in terms of like, if somebody is, um, you know, you feel that somebody energetically is trying to throw shade at you, then you can just use one of these guys. This is also a great like card protection crystal too. You can have it in there for, good luck, and also not only good luck, but also attract or getting rid of potentially some bad situations in regards to driving.
Good idea. Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
See, this one, you can kind of tell when I put it to the light, it's got a gold shimmer. It's a golden obsidian. And I use it a lot. Just again, I like it for the objectivity and the detachment and the grounding, especially if I've been feeling really like up in my upper chakras and really feeling like out of body if I've had some astral type dreams, and then I need to do readings, this kind of keeps me grounded as well as up in the ethers, if you will. So it's really good for that. A lot of people have said that you can use this for eating disorders.
Mhm.
It's good for that and getting rid of past abuse, taking fear, also and like turning it into more flexibility, just kind of looking at that. And when you face a fear, you know how it is when you face a fear and what's the worst that can happen kind of thing. And just stepping back and seeing things for what they are. So it helps you acknowledge that, what may seem like the dark side of yourself isn't really all that bad. And what may seem like a dark thing coming at you isn't necessarily as bad as you think. If it just kind of helps you look at things and discern with better discernment.
Yeah.
And then next we have onyx, which gets confused with obsidian a lot of times because it's also solid black, but it is like volcanic glass is obsidian. This is a real crystal stone. And the way quick and easy way you can tell them apart if you're looking at two and you can't tell if one's onyx and one's obsidian is feel them if they're roughly the same size. The onyx is always heavier, and because it is a natural crystal, it'll be cooler to the touch. So
Yeah.
now, if they're both little bitty nugget earrings, like I have a little nugget earring, it's kind of hard to tell if it's that much cooler or that much heavier than, an onyx counterpart. But it's just one quick way you can do it.
Yeah.
It's also a grounding stone, but it's a lot also about, focus and sending the direction of your intention, the direction of your will. I like to use it for that. So to enhance and underscore my intention when I really need to put a hard press against something and really give it a good focus and a good push. So how do you use it?
It's a great, I use it for, I guess self-control and just remembering that I guess, that I am divinely protected. My affirmations for it. I am in control and I am divinely protected. And obviously very associated with the root chakra. And it's great. It's great to work with, especially with pairing with other crystals as well. And even with, even with each other, you can pair onyx with obsidian and get some really good effects too. Because the obsidian, like I said, it kind of like bounces off of you. This one actually goes, at least with the onyx, it goes ahead and like absorbs and more so, I guess, neutralizes the energy. So, yeah.
Yeah, it does. And it kind of flattens out when you get I call it getting spun up. That's a Southern thing, but if you get excited or a little unnerved or a little overwhelmed about something, this sort of like takes the emotional intensity and flattens it out to a
Yes.
more manageable level.
Yeah.
Good way to put it.
Yes.
So next we're going to talk about opals
Yeah.
and opals in general. you know, they're like, oh God, they give off such a peaceful energy. Their hope, they're all about, yes, amplifying higher hope. They boost feelings of balance. They help you feel peaceful. It's a really beautiful stone to use when sifting through your thoughts, you know, and letting go of those things that don't serve you anymore. Just kind of giving it a real thorough evaluation, really attuned to deeper spirituality. So,
Hmm.
one with a lot of blue cast to it here with green. Gonna have to get better lighting. But how do you use ONYX, opal?
Opal. I just really love the playfulness of it and how it's so kind of like
Upbeat.
upbeat and makes you feel more open to like what's going on in the universe and just anything out there that can and will serve you for the greater good will. So it gives you that kind of encouragement boost in a really light, loving, playful way. So
Great stone. They find it all over the world, but a lot of people love the stones from Australia. But that's a beautiful, what
blue
did you call that? Blue fire?
fire, yeah. And this one has a little tanzanite on it, but yeah, I love that
Or
right too.
And I've got a Mexican fire opal, which as you can see, has got a lot of orange and golden, yellow, and red in it. And
Hmm.
so that's a really cool stone as well. And this is about, fire opal is all about overcoming shyness and being, you know, bringing that outgoing side of your personality to the front burner.
Hmm.
It's a nice one. It really helps encourage optimism and confidence and curiosity. Good
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah. And I would feel like it's a great stone for students who are actively studying or just, you're a student of life and you're just, you're eager to study all the new things. So it's a good one. Yeah. They're all
So,
good, really.
a lot of it has a student stone. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so moving on, I think we could talk about pearls. And
Yes.
you know, there are natural pearls and cultured pearls, but it's got a combination. Oh, aren't those gorgeous? Look at that.
So,
Are those all natural pearls of
so,
varying shapes and sizes?
so these are, so the light blue ones, this is Amazonite, but like the rest of them, these are natural pearls, the ones that are sticking out. And then we've
Hmm.
got the white pearls too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
really pretty. I have a white natural pearl here. You can see they don't come out always exactly round, you know, it's sort of like us. We're all individual and unique, right? But
Yeah.
it has aspects, obviously, because it's formed in water and lunar connection. So it's a really good for absorbing emotional stress and negative thinking. Oh, that's a really pretty one too, with that black wire or cord.
Or yeah.
Oh, nice. But it's also a symbol of purity. That's why a lot of brides wear it, and prosperity. So if you want to bring in some prosperity, wear your pearls.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cultured ones, as you can see, always look nice and round.
Hmm.
And they became really popular in, I want to say like the 50s and 60s when they figured out how to make these, you know, in labs. But they were
Hmm.
all huge.
Yeah. I really like the peaceful effect to them as well. It's like that. It's like a wave of like serenity and a wave of just like, calm that's associated with them as well.
Yeah. You
Mm.
say that. You know, it reminds me of June Cleaver. She always wore pearls on Leave It to Beaver, and she was always so zen. It was totally unlike how my house was. You know, it was just always cheerful and calm. And well, now Wally, it must have been the pearls, right?
And the pearls.
Yeah.
And they have, um, from that you could very much believe that, some superpowers were kind of like in the mix.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe so. Maybe that was June's secret weapon.
Yeah.
She always seemed to get things back on even keel. So anyway, moving on. The next stone is called peridot, and peridot is a beautiful green gemstone. I don't have any in its rough form. Mine are both polished, but these are peridot. It's the national stone. It's the state stone, gemstone of Hawaii, and that's where I got this one. But it's all about, encouraging and receiving others with grace, with gratitude, promoting an attitude of gratitude, honoring the creator as the source of all of our abundance. Of course, being a green stone, it's a natural abundance stone, but it's also connected to the fairy realm and other, belief systems. And it's also tied to the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom. See, there's another, it's in kind of a fairy setting too. I love peridot. It's so good, so soft. How do you use peridot?
I actually don't have a piece and I've never tried it. But it's on my little tumbles to look at, or tumbles to just if I can find one that I resonate with, definitely get one list. But yeah, it'll be exciting when I do find one and play around with it. It'll be good.
I can't tell you how it always cheers me up. I love this stone. The next one I wanted to talk about is rhodochrosite. It's great for giving and receiving love. So it's a beautiful stone. It's got bands in it, lots of movement in varying shades of pink. And it's really pretty for really pretty, obviously, and it's for inner child work too. It can help bring emotional balance in a very loving, down-to-earth, self-affirming way. So if you've got some personal pain that you're trying to heal from, something that you're trying to get past, this is a beautiful stone to get, and I would say wear it on against your heart. If you can put it against your body, against your skin, and let the energy just directly come in contact with your skin, I think that would be terrific for this rhodochrosite stone. It's really pretty, really nice stone. And then the next one I want to talk about is RUBELLITE. RUBELLITE is it's a member of the tourmaline family, and it comes in a really rich pink or red. It's known as red tourmaline, but it's actually like a really fuchsia, rich pink color. But you can see it's faceted. You can see the grains in it, like tourmaline has. But it's really good for uniting the heart and the body in a state of love, courage, passion, and it promotes positivity, it promotes unity, it promotes growth. So this is a really, really pretty positive stone to have. I have a little tiny necklace of it, but I'll have to go and get that. But I like to wear it against my heart too. All the pink stones, they're so good for love and compassion and healing your heart. So I want to put it next to my heart chakra. That's just my instinct. Do you wear pink on around your neck very often? I know you do more bracelets than I do, but
I don't have a piece of rhodochrosite jewelry or rubellite, but I love, rose quartz, and I feel like that one does a really good job as well too. Just, connecting with that heart chakra and making that heart chakra more loving, peaceful place, and extend love to yourself and for others.
I'm glad you said that, especially the loving yourself. If you find yourself in an abusive relationship or a negative relationship, or a relationship of any kind, not necessarily a personal relationship or an intimate relationship, but anything where you don't feel like you're being fed, like it doesn't feel the reciprocity, it's just not vibing for you anymore, and it's not a healthy relationship to be in. This stone helps kind of give you that courage and that ability to just sort of limit your exposure to that person or walk away from a negative relationship. It's really good for that.
Yeah.
So I do like rubellite.
Yeah. And then I also wanted to mention PETERSITE too.
Yes, I have a PETERSITE ring. It's just not here. What have you got?
I've got a PETERSITE ring.
Beautiful.
I know this is different than the love that we were talking about, but I did want to mention it because I think we were going to at one point, and then we were just like, whoops,
I
we're
skipped it.
to it. So that's good. But Petersite is known for calming the emotional storm. That's its literal phrase. I had my guides told me that I needed something for that specific purpose, and they gave me the phrase, and I had to look up to see if there was a stone that did that. And it was cool because it was like, oh yeah, it's Petersite. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, it's really dark. It's primarily like dark black, but now the one I have has some gray and some other neutral color stones banded and like waves moving through it. Is there more than one color in yours?
Yeah, well, this one is mostly blue. So it comes in like blue, black. There's shades of like almost like this fiery orange and some yellowy golds in there.
Right.
It almost looks to me, it kind of looks like I don't know, the colors kind of almost look like a Van Gogh painting. Not Starry Night, but like a different one. But yeah, they're really gorgeous together, and it's great for any like spiritual up leveling that you're doing. It's great for that, and it's also great for matters of the mind too.
Yeah.
So if you're struggling to make decisions or choices, and you want to make sure that you're I guess, and there's also that connection with the throat chakra and the mind as well with Petersite too. So there's that mind voice action connection to it that's associated as well.
Yeah, that's true. I know mine has like black, blue with a little bit of that golden and a little string of thin line of gold running through it. I guess Bubby's trying to tell everybody it's time to go. But that is the last crystal in this particular series. So thank you for listening. Please hit like and subscribe if you're new to the channel. Thank you for joining us. And if you're not, thank you for supporting us. And we'll be back soon with another one in the series. Bye for now.
Hi, thank you.